Canada, known as one of the most sparsely populated countries. It is the second of the largest country in the world. The Canadians having a common identity and many similarities in its vision of itself. Much of this colorful heritage is accessible to all visitors. The people in Canada are generally very religious, and nearly 70% of the population believes in God and belongs to some type of organized church. 43% of them identifies as Roman Catholic, while 23% claims Protestantism. 4% are the Christianity, and 2% of them are Muslim. And the another 28% are others who continue to practice their native beliefs.
Canadian art refers to the visual, including painting, photography, and printmaking, originating from the geographical area of contemporary Canada. The nature of Canadian art reflects this diverse origin, as artists have taken their tradition and adopted these influences to reflect the reality of their lives in Canada. The Government of Canada has played a central role in development of Canadian culture, enabling visual exposure through publication and periodicals, as well as establishing and funding numerous art schools and colleges across the country. Canadian folklore. Canadian folklore is the tradition material that Canadians pass down from generation to generation, either as oral literature or by custom or practice. It includes songs, legends, jokes, rhymes, proverbs, weather lore, superstition, and practices such as tradition food making and craft making. Some examples of this are the boy who was called Thickhead, the boy of the red twilight sky, and the boy and the dragon. The folk tales are filled with legends of the Sasquatch, Ogopogo, and other forest mountains. Magical tales of werewolves, witches, and devils are favorite among the stories for children and adults. Many of the Canadian Native American tales are creation or origin myth that have strong themes of nature and the season similar to Native American folklore throughout the Americas. Like most countries, storytelling in Canada is deeply rooted in tradition and cultural identity.
Over the past century, the following symbols have been formally adopted by the Government of Canada and are now considered official symbols. 1. The national flag. With its distinctive maple leaf, Canada's red and white flag is easily recognized around the globe. The adoption of the national flag in 1965 was the result of many years of discussion, thousands of designs, and heated debate in Parliament. On February 15, 1965, the national flag of Canada was raised for the first time over Parliament Hill. The red-white-red pattern is based on the flag of the Royal Military College of Canada and the ribbon of the Canada General Service Medal of 1899, a British decoration given to those who defended Canada in 19th century battles. The leaf has 11 points, and the flag's proportion are 2 length and 1 by width. The anniversary of flag's adaptation the anniversary of flag's adoption is observed across the country on February 15, which is known as the National Flag of Canada Day. The second symbol is the maple leaf of tartan. Was declared an official national symbol on March 9, 2011. Created in 1964 by David Weiser, the maple leaf tartan was designed in anticipation of the 100th anniversary of Canada's Confederation in 1967. Inspired by the colors of the maple leaf through the changing seasons, the tartan's pattern incorporates the green of summer leaves, the gold of early autumn, the red of the first frost, And finally, the brown tones of the fallen leaves before winter. The maple leaf tartan is used by the Royal Canadian Regiment, pipes and drums, and has also been worn by the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Battalions, a symbol of national pride. The tartan was designed to be worn by Canadians from all backgrounds, regardless of their ancestry, especially on national days like Canada Day during July 1 and Tartan Day on April 6. The third symbol, the coat of arms in the Middle Ages. Coat of arms serves as a sort of identification card. This was especially true on the battlefield, where coat of arms made it possible to distinguish allies from enemies. Today, they are used to preserve traditions and inspire love of country. The Canada Coat of Arms, or Arms of Canada, were originally adopted by proclamation of His Majesty King George V in 1921. In 1994, a circular red ribbon was added to the arms, displaying the motto of the Order of the Canada, Desiderantes Meliorem Patriam. The English translations of the Latin text is They Desire a Better Country, which is taken from the Epistles of the Hebrews, New Testament, chapter 11, verse 16. Design of the Canada Coat of Arms. The present design of the Arms of Canada was drawn by Mrs. Cathy Bursey Savoreen Fraser, Herald of Arms, at the Canadian Heraldic Authority, Office of the Governor General of Canada. It faithfully depicts the arms described in the Royal Proclamations of November 21, 1920.
Since 1930s, Health Canada has provided national leadership in nutrition, working collaboratively with federal partners, provinces, Taribal, and a range of other stakeholders. The department develops and implements evidence based on policy that defines healthy eating and promotes environment that support Canadians in making healthy food choices.
Types of housing in Canada. The first type is the condominium. These are generally available in apartment buildings, but other forms of housing like a townhouse may also be constructed in the lines of a condo. Second is separate house. This is the type of house that is most expensive because it does not include shared places. The third one is the townhouse. This third type of housing available in Canada is a townhouse that looks like a separate unit, but it is attached to other houses in the row. What this means is that you are sharing the walls in either side with people living in the homes connected with yours. Clothing of Canadians. Canadian national clothing was formed under the influence of native Indians. Also, traditional garments in Canada correspond with the weather, conditions, and climate in this part of the world. These climates are winter, summer, spring, and fall. Sports. Sports play an important role in the Canadian school system, largely the result of the country's well-coordinated network of governmental and non-governmental agencies devoted to physical education. Ice hockey is their national sports. Some other sports that are mostly played by the Canadians are also skiing and ice skating. Recreational activities done by Canadians. Most of the households spend their leisure time in walking, jogging, hiking, and football. Most recreational activities done are fishing, hunting, and canoeing.